What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Movie Mob Podcast, the show where we talk about movies and TV and review things and talk about movie news and stuff like that. Joining me in studio today is the incredibly hairy
Yep.
Matt Sampson.
Hey, man.
Matt, how you doing?
All natural.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Au natural.
That's right.
As they
Does
say.
the carpet match the drapes, though, right?
All
That's really the
There
question.
it is.
And where
There
did that
it is.
where did that voice
RJ would know.
Where did that voice come from? I think it was all the way from Gotham City. Joining us is one of the most talented people that I know, except for in the art of choosing places to live,
Oh.
and that is
Thank you.
RJ Carreri.
You're
Thanks
not
for
wrong.
joining us. That's
There
right.
it is.
Thank you.
How is
Thank you.
Gotham today, RJ?
It's a little overcast, but it always is. Looking forward to the holidays.
Winter
I
Arc.
bet it looks a lot better than North Carolina does right now. That's
Oh.
for sure.
Jeez.
You
Right.
know?
Jeez.
I had a bunch of SUVs shoot out outside my apartment last night.
What, are you serious?
No, it's a reference to the episode. There, Nick.
Oh, okay. Well, you never know. Based on where you live, kid.
I live
mean,
in Gotham.
yeah, but I know. But
Yeah.
like where you actually live, like I wouldn't be surprised if something.
It's a mad city.
You know, you never know. It's a
Yeah.
mad, mad world, kid.
Yeah.
Mad world. All right, so this week we're talking about The Penguin 2. We also are joined by my two producers, Max and Joshua, or as I refer to them, Maxi Pad and Joshua Tree.
There you go.
Hey, howdy.
There you go. I love Josh. Great kid. Great kid. Okay, good. So today we're talking about The Penguin, episode 2. Last week was episode 1. Next week will be episode 3. RJ, tell me what you thought of the episode.
Well, let me tell you something, Nick. It's titled Inside Man, and as we predicted, Denzel Washington was not in this episode.
No,
I was
that's
pretty
true.
disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. We got, I don't know. I mean, they're keeping the vibe from episode 1 of that Sopranos thing. I know we had some nitpicks about that last time, or I think I did more so than you guys, but I thought it's coming together. I don't know how, if you want me to get right into it, but there was one to two issues. I'd say an issue and a half I had, but I thought it was a good episode, good continuation.
I want to hear the negative. What didn't you like? No, I want to. Let's get right.
What did you think of the episode
No,
overall before he says anything? Because I don't want him to
Yeah.
sway your view.
You know what? I liked it.
Did you?
I like where it's going. I actually, the kid with the stutter, he's growing on me.
Is he?
You know, I wanted him gone in the first episode.
Yeah.
You know,
The pitchy.
yeah. I was
What
like, all
happened
right,
to
enough of this
Pitchy's
kid. I was
character?
like, you know, look at the sun. You know, go Lenny. Look at the, turn around, nice sunset.
Oh,
You know,
I
was
see.
like-
You were trying to get rid of him quick
Yeah.
and humane.
yeah, that's
I
right.
see.
But no, I kind of feel bad for him now because
Mhm.
it seems like he really has nothing.
Yeah, I don't think that he necessarily wants to be
No, it
like
doesn't
this
seem.
bad guy, but I mean, this is the
Yeah.
situation he's in. He lives indoors because of the
Yeah.
bad people.
Yeah, the Penguin's grooming him. You know?
Well, I got to say, before we deep dive, this episode scared me a little bit.
no.
Yeah, I saw way too many similarities between myself, my personality, and some of the jokes, and definitely the sense of humor of the Penguin. And I was like, it's a little scary when you're watching an episode for the first time with someone who knows you pretty well, and they look over at you and go, "That's you." That's a little.
I'm glad I'm on Zoom right now.
Yeah, that was a little. It was a little like, oh, geez, it was a little rough, but that's all right. That's all right. We can change our ways. And yeah, RJ, do you want to tell me your positives and negatives for the show? What'd you think?
Well, I think we get the continuation of Oz kind of playing both sides here, right? With the Maronis and then the Falcones. My one thing, and it's not a huge issue, it's just something that I didn't enjoy. But they bring in Carmine's brother, his name being Luca. Luca Falcone. And I wasn't a fan of the actor. I don't know if you felt that. Like it felt like a guy playing an Italian mobster for Halloween. That makes sense.
Do
you get what I'm saying?
I do. I understand what you're saying. I have a follow up after this episode. Does it matter?
I mean, not really. I mean, he's probably gonna die.
Yeah.
Did he not?
No, he
Which
didn't
one's
die.
Luca?
He means the guy who shot the rat, or the guy.
Luca is Carmine's brother.
Yeah. Remember, he's like at the end. He's like, Sophia, we want you to go to Italy, take a vacation. Take your time.
Oh, with the hair?
Yeah.
Oh, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was over him, dude. I was over
Yeah.
him day one. I
No.
was over him minute one. I was like, who does this
He
idiot think
definitely.
he is?
No, I thought that too. I was like, this guy's definitely putting it on thick.
Yeah,
You know?
a little bit.
No, you know what happened?
Borderline. I felt it was borderline racist toward Italian
Yeah,
people.
listen.
I'm just saying.
You know?
Well,
I'm
he
offended.
one.
his last name's
Say it. Say it now.
No,
Say the word.
Cohen. All right. So no, I got the vibe that like he lives in Florida. He works like a 9 to 5, but then his brother died, so he kind of had to step in. So he's kind of excited about it.
He's like
He
a
gets a gun
Carmine
Yeah.
Lupertazzi Jr. Like in the
Yes.
pool. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Carmine
But that
Lupatazzi.
was
Dude,
really
what
the only-
what a fucking call. Carmine
Carmine
Lupatazzi Jr. back in the day was kind of dope.
Yeah,
in
he
the
was.
in the pool with the
Yeah.
cigar and the big
Carmine.
phone, and he's like,
What a
"Oh,
name,
man."
too.
Miami.
Carmine's a great name.
Carmine Lupatazzi.
That's a great
Fucking
name.
awesome name.
Great name. Can't be. Yep, it's a great name.
Yeah, it's a great,
great
name.
name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yep.
But no, I think the big thing that happened here was the setup between Oz working with the Maronis trying to hijack that drops shipment, right? They were trying to move everything from Gotham to the new location, and Oz kind of played both sides there. And obviously he gets caught in a firefight, but he makes it out.
Mm-hmm.
He makes it out, and then I don't know. I mean, the whole episode was really just him continuing to play the sides.
How do we feel about that? I thought it was very okay. So the one character so far that I absolutely cannot stand is the guy from House of Cards. I don't know his name.
Which
The
one is
skinny
he?
bald dude? Skinny bald guy.
Johnny Vitti.
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna get.
He does. He,
buddy.
there's
Johnny
not what's a-
Vitti.
There's no
can
ZD in his body.
fucking-
He is
Yeah,
annoying.
there's nothing VD about that guy.
He's
number
pretty,
one.
He's pretty annoying.
And he's extremely annoying. And I thought it was a good twist though. And listen, some of this stuff, it's very like comic book based, kind of like I don't know. What I mean is like the storylines of comic books are not always the most like intricate. They can be, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. But like this feels very surface level. Like I
It's,
like
yeah,
I
very
knew
surface level.
that the Vic was not going to be able to put the jewels in the thing, and then that automatically means that people are going to go. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But I will say that guy and I thought it was a great call. Listen, I like things that are on the nose. I want the acting to be good in this show.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to have it be the next greatest thing ever. I want it to keep me interested.
Yeah.
So sometimes having on the nose plot points works. I will say that it was a great moment where the bald guy Vidi says, "You got to go in the car. Your drops, your car.
Yeah.
Like you got to go."
Makes sense.
And I was like, that scene where he was driving and he's like trying to appease the guys. Oh yeah, we get it now, Ray. Like that. I thought that was so good. I loved it. But I hate that guy. I really do.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
And I
thought
thought yes, say it.
I
Say
thought he
the
was gonna
words
get
you're
caught
about
at
to
the
say.
end. Yeah.
Oh no, I was gonna say I thought he was gonna be like more of a consigliere, like he's not Italian, but apparently he is Italian.
Well,
But no, so that
yeah. Let's not.
what are you saying?
I was gonna say I thought that he was gonna put the knife on him, in his jacket.
That's what
or
I thought
something.
too. I thought it was him, not the bald,
Castillo.
the other guy. Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing
same,
too.
same.
That's what I thought.
So
too.
Castillo is a Hispanic or Spanish last name.
This is my other issue. Yeah.
So here we go. Here we're virgin on this episode. This is gonna be rocky. Normally it's
Episode
me,
2.
but RJ's got an issue with the Hispanics. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, RJ.
No, it's not Hispanic.
I thought you loved Puerto Rico. What are we doing here, RJ?
Send
Go
one.
ahead.
Well, it's pretty timely actually. No, but all of Maroney's crew is Iranian guys, which they didn't explain during the episode,
Should have.
which frustrated me. I'm like, right. But then I watched. Did you watch the inside the episode? Then they explain it. But to me, we all watch mob movies, right? We know that the Italian mob is Italian. They make some exceptions with the soldiers and stuff, but
the
introduces
associates.
Yeah, but he introduces Capo as this guy named Hakimi, and I'm like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying?
Like they're breaking rules left and right.
Yeah,
So
it's a TV
no,
show.
but
you know, that's how it
apparently,
goes.
So is The
apparently
Sopranos. Go ahead. Sorry, RJ.
But in the inside the episode, the writer explains that Sal Maroni married an Iranian woman who was involved with the Persian mob. So then, like, that's why all of his guys are Persian.
They just made that up.
Yeah, they made it up
You
so
know?
that they could have.
But that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna,
Let me
should
tell you something.
probably
There's no
say that in the
DEI.
episode.
There's no DEI in the mafia. Okay, you
Yeah.
gotta be you gotta be Italian. That's it. If you want to make a Persian mob, that's why they have the different mobs. They're all based on like the country or wherever you're from. No,
Yeah.
so it's a
I'm
little
just
weird.
saying
Albania.
I'm just saying if you're gonna do something like that, you should probably explain in the episode. Or even have like Oz make a comment like, "Oh, Sal's hiring all these Persians," like just to give us some kind of context about it.
No.
Well,
'Cause
and
I
he
just
even
thought it was weird.
because he even says, Matt, in the episode when he's right before he shoots all those guys, he
Bang,
says, "What's the difference between the mafia and the government? One of them's organized."
Yeah.
Which I think is a great line. It was a cute little moment, and
Yeah.
it's funny and very whatever. But Matt, how do you feel about the discrimination against Italians?
Oh, honestly, it's bullshit.
That's right.
You know, and
Amen.
as three,
Couldn't have said it better myself.
it's three Dagos right here.
That's right.
I think
They go this way, they go that way, they
I
go
mean, listen,
everywhere.
we've been our whole lives. You know, we really. It's unbelievable.
Yep, discriminated against.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's bullshit, and I can't
right.
believe it's still going
Next,
on.
first it's Hakimi. Tomorrow it'll be Christopher Columbus.
Yep.
Here we go. Good.
Unbelievable.
It's like,
Sylvia would be ashamed.
Oh well, yeah, big holiday coming up.
Christopher Columbus was an American hero.
Big holiday coming up, boys.
Oh my God,
You know?
that might get this channel banned. Okay, so
Well, now that we got all that out.
yeah, now that
Why did
we're
you even
out of the
hear
way
it?
there, how do you really feel about the episode, Matt?
Okay, I came to the realization after watching this episode. Now, I like the first two. I like the episode, and I like the first episode too. But it's not the Batman. You know, I just think it's because I think I was just the Batman's one of my favorite movies. This is more of like an overlying, like how I feel about it. But Batman, one of my favorite movies ever. It's just such a vibe, and this is just it's a different thing. You know, it's a different vibe.
Would you say it's
it's a different
similar?
Gotham.
Would you say that you have a similar feeling toward Game of Thrones versus House of the Dragon? Because I would say that that's how I feel about those two.
I would agree.
Do you agree? I'm asking.
Like it's still good. Like, and I still like it. But
Exactly, and it's in the same.
yes,
It's in the same vein.
I think I'm
Yeah, but
watching
what?
this show more for Colin Farrell. You know, and his performance, the Penguin.
I'm
than I am
I'm
anything else.
obsessed with the dynamics of Colin Farrell. I'm going to use the character name
And Sophia.
of Oz and Sophia.
Those are the two. That's why you watch the show.
I like the Oz Vic dynamic.
Mhm.
I think that's where the show really shines. I got two of my own Vics. They're sitting back here.
I would agree.
And I like the intricacies of the nobody bullshit person like Oz Cobb, Skippy McGee, limping
Yeah.
around with his club foot,
Yeah.
having all of these like being able to control these two enormous crime families and really like like if you look at him with Vic in any of the of those scenes where it's just the two of them, you really immediately realize like, okay, this guy has nothing. Like he's just a low level mobster idiot.
Yeah,
kind
you
of
see him
guy.
tacos. He's
Yeah.
bitching about the cilantro.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is why I say he's like me. Me flipping out or him flipping out about the cilantro. I don't mind cilantro personally.
Yeah, a little
you know
bit.
what I mean? But his reaction to that, it's like a fucking bar of soap in my mouth. Like
Yeah.
do I not get like that?
Yeah, no, you're the penguin. You are the penguin.
A little bit the penguin. I'm a little Oz Cobby sometimes, you know? But I thought
Well-
that was like really funny. Obviously, I don't go around like, you know, blasting people with machine guns and shit. But
You
I
could,
just
though.
thought,
You could.
listen, if God forbid I ever get a scar across my face,
There you
we're
go.
fucked.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
fucked.
know. We'll know.
That's it. It's over.
Yeah, we'll
I gotta
know.
have to join the mafia.
I would love for them to show how that he got that scar.
That might be an interesting flashback. I don't know. Maybe it could be good.
Oh yeah, it did open with. Are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. You
Talking
can't,
about
you
the
can't hear Max.
flashback at the beginning?
No. Max was saying it might be an interesting flashback to see how he got that scar on his face that goes all the way around his
Oh yeah.
upper lip. That could be
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
But let's talk about that flashback, RJ. What did you think about that?
The opening, yes, with Sophia, and she kind of had some nightmarish sequences throughout. She had that dream as well. So
Damn
they kind of, it seems to be they're slowly revealing what happened, why she was in Arkham. And it's revealed that she killed women only. It seemed like if she was in fact a serial killer.
It's good in my book.
Oh, I know. Hey.
I'm kidding. I'll cut that. I'm sorry. I'll cut that. I'll cut
I
it.
know.
I'll cut that. I can't cut that. That's fucking gold. All right, go. I won't cut that. I might not cut that. I might cut
It's
it.
fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I haven't decided I'm gonna
Yeah,
cut that yet.
we'll
Well,
see.
maybe we'll keep it in. Who knows?
Chocolate.
Who knows? I don't like to cut things
We'll
out of the
see.
episode.
I noticed last week we had to cut a few things out.
There were a couple of jumps there.
No, I appreciate it. Which I appreciate.
I
Saved my
left them
ass.
in, and I'm telling you, Matt, I left everything in last week's episode, and I went back right before I hit export, and I said, "Let me just take a look at this one more time." That was exactly how that went down. I
Thank
swear to
God.
God. Oh yeah,
that's good.
100%.
I noticed that. Yeah.
Who was talking that I
RJ.
interrupted?
It was-
RJ.
I think it
Yes,
was-
Well,
killing women
we were talking
only.
about the Flash.
Yeah.
Yes, but apparently she was exonerated.
Oh, okay.
So I hope we get some more info.
Good
on
at my
that.
book.
Yeah, scot-free.
It's
Yeah.
fine for
There
me.
we go.
That's all I need.
But clearly she's got some crazy in her, no doubt.
I like that though.
Okay, how did you feel about the scene where the cousin walks up to Sophia, gives the hug, how you doing, and then the daughter shows up and Sophia and the cousin does the whole like whoa whoa whoa.
Yeah. No, it was good. I like that
Whoa.
scene.
And they cut to Sophia's face, and this woman, the actress,
She's good.
she has those enormous eyes. I think this woman is beautiful, by the way, but she is such a good actress. She darts those eyes up to her, and it's just like shit's about to go down. Like it's so like this could go completely ape shit in like 3.5 seconds if we don't ease up a little bit. I think that she plays a great psycho. That's really what I'm saying.
No, they got.
I mean, do you think?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, do you think she did it or not? Because like to me, like her response, she clearly has the potential to like kill, right?
Sure.
But like, do you think she did it? Because she does have kind of the response that someone would have, that they're kind of upset with the reputation that's surrounding them for something that they didn't do.
I think she did it.
You know?
So I'm honestly not being facetious or being a prick when I say this,
Yeah.
but it's got to be a little bit difficult in a male-dominated kind of industry, crime, if you
Right.
will, to be that. Like your brother was supposed to be the mob boss. He's now not the mob boss because he's dead. Your dad's dead, and everybody else around you thinks they know. Like you got the bald guy from House of Cards running around pretending to be Italian and shit, and you just broke out of an insane asylum,
That's
and all
Nick.
you did was kill a couple of chicks. I mean, they can't
Yeah,
even prove
whatever.
it. Exoneration. You know what I mean? It's not real. Fake news. And
Fake news.
now don't get me going.
Just saying.
So then you have all of these things happening. I think she did do it. I think that psychosis as a general concept can make you do things that you don't necessarily intend to do, and I think that's kind of where she lives. I think Sophia Falcone, her brain lives on the border between psycho killer and very smart mob boss bitch kind of.
I think that's the perfect description.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's why I think that's what makes her an interesting character.
Which
You know what I mean?
again,
Kinda that.
which again, I don't mean to keep bringing up The Sopranos. I'm gonna try not to do it every week. But Tony Soprano sits with Dr. Melfi in one episode in the earlier seasons, and he says, she says, "What do you hope to gain out of coming to therapy?" And he says, "I want to be able." It's a great scene. He goes, "I want to be able to direct my anger wherever it needs to go." You know what I mean? And I think that she's kind of in that state right now. She's obviously extremely intelligent. She's not an idiot,
No, she's smart.
She's very smart, but she also has these moments that are uncontrollable moments of psychosis that I think she doesn't like she doesn't like the psychosis. She doesn't like that they're uncontrollable. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So
she kind of disassociates.
So she's like,
Yeah.
like, you don't have to pull your kid away from me. Like, I'm not a freak of nature, but I'll also kill you if you
Yeah.
do. Like, it's very,
Right.
it's like, like she's got that like switch in her.
I like that.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I
There's
like a
something
little
about it.
spice,
You
dude.
know, a little,
I like the freak.
a
I
little
like
kick,
that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's great.
What,
Get down and
was
dirty.
it in this episode that they kind of alluded to that her and Oz have like a past?
No, wasn't in this one.
That,
So
like,
what
he-
else? I'm just
that
kidding.
he wronged her?
I'm just kidding. It was definitely yes.
Wasn't there like a lot where like they kind of make a mention that like he apologized for something that had happened in the past, but they don't tell you what.
Okay.
So I'm wondering,
Yes.
was Oz somewhat involved in whatever she got jailed for? I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering. But I feel like if it was really that bad, she wouldn't be working with him. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think she. I mean, she doesn't trust anybody really. But,
Right.
But I don't think she
But
trusts.
if someone did something that got you put in Arkham Asylum, I feel like you wouldn't like him very much. But I don't know. It's clearly something happened there that they haven't shown us yet. So
Yeah, I think
that could
more
be
will
something
be
that-
revealed as we go on.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
think
Yeah.
we're gonna. But I did.
Yeah,
Okay,
whatever.
so there is. Is he hiding? Is Oz hiding his mother?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a scene toward the end where they're sitting there when when the guy walks up and takes Sophia away, and she's like, "I gotta go," and he's having that moment, RJ, that conversation about like something about, and then it sounded like he was talking about his mom. It kind of confused me a little bit. Like he's telling Sophia that his mom's dead, and in the scene before he was just with his mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's definitely he's trying to keep.
He's hiding his mom.
Yeah.
I get that, but like, why? That's what I
think that's the only thing like they could threaten him, with. Like
Yeah.
if it comes out like
Yeah.
Sophie, then he's like, fuck. It's really the only thing he really, really cares about, and his mom. He has left to lose.
He does. Speaking of the
You know?
mother, how do we feel about the dementia thing settling in? Little Uncle June and Livia
Again,
combo,
I was gonna say, I think again, like that these seem to be
pretty
the
on the
only
nose.
moments where I'm like, it's a bit like him talking about putting her in a home.
All the mom stuff is
Like,
it's like they just
yeah.
watched The Sopranos the day before, they wrote the script,
So
I
okay.
no, go ahead, Nick.
I was just gonna ask, like,
which is fine
because none of us have reard the comic books. We're drawing these parallels because of The Sopranos, but like in the original comics, like was he always a mama's boy? Was
No,
Oz-
this is like I
no
said
idea.
before. This is all made up. This has nothing to do with the comics,
What'd you say, Max?
other
was
than the
gonna say, I'll look it up.
characters being
Oh, yeah.
in it.
Okay. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, listening. RJ, go ahead. What'd you say?
No, I'm saying other than the Penguin being a comic book character, this has no relation to the comics. Like they're not adapting anything. So this is all Matt Reeves and the writers.
Yeah, that's fine.
creating
F the
this.
comics. I don't care.
Okay, that's fair. No,
Yeah,
that's fair.
fuck the
Well, the characters are from like Sophia Falcone's in comics. Carmine
She
Falcone's
is,
in
yeah.
comics.
She's different though. She's not a serial killer in
Oh.
the comics.
See, this is better. I
Yeah.
like serial killer.
Apparently, in the comics,
Uh,
he was very close with his mom.
Oh, in the comics, he was very close with his mom.
From what
says
I looked
Max.
up.
They just looked it up on the thing. So I don't know. I guess he's close with the mother. I don't know.
Whatever.
But I like that. This is a leverage point. You're absolutely right.
Thank you.
That's good. And I
Thank
guess if you really have nothing except a kid with a stutter and your
Yeah.
mom, then obviously you're gonna want to protect at least one of
Yeah,
them.
like the Victor kid. The Victor kid's not a comic book character. Like that's all brand new stuff.
Hmm.
You know what I like?
Yeah.
I like how Oz. I like how he's cool with his prostitutes. He's cool with them.
Again, I kind of
cool
thought
with
it was a
them.
little like me. Not that I hang out with a lot
You
of
know what I mean?
prostitutes.
No, but it's cool. Like they're just kicking it, for a little bit. And she's like, "Oh, this is too much." He goes, "No, you deserve it." It's nice. I think that's.
Yeah,
I think if everyone was like that with their whores, I think the world would be a better place.
Sure, why not? Listen, they're just working people.
That's what I'm saying.
Get
Get
they're
that money.
Just all commiserating,
You know?
coming out of the iceberg, and
That's what I'm saying. Listen, make that money. Do what you got to do.
yeah,
You know?
do you or everybody,
Or
whatever you
everyone.
want.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
It's up to you.
I like who's trying to hook up Vic too.
We're
He-
very progressive here.
He
at
wasn't
Local
into
Media.
it, but
Oh,
like,
wait a minute.
you know.
Hold on, holding.
I mean, I'm not well versed in the comics, so this is new to me. So apparently, in the comics, she was a serial killer called the Hangman secretly.
That's Sophia.
So this is something that has been
Hangman.
established,
Have they been saying that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I
they
feel like
said
I've
it.
heard. Okay.
Yeah, they have.
All right. Yeah. So that's.
Oh,
her.
this is interesting. So
So
this
she
is
hanged her victims?
So it says in secret she was operating as the serial killer Hangman, targeting people who'd contributed to Harvey Dent's position as district attorney.
Mm.
So, like I said last episode, could we be seeing Harvey Dent? I don't know
Oh,
if
they're definitely set. They got to
Yeah.
set something up for this next film. So here's the thing that I want to
Oh,
talk
Oh, that's
about,
gonna be
too.
cool, actually.
So the
Yeah.
next Batman movie, right? This is an
Yes.
interlude to the next Batman
Thank
movie.
God.
And in the Batman with Robert Pattinson, we saw the Riddler.
Yep.
Who was referenced in this episode.
Oh.
They're at the bar.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
At the bar, there's a guy sitting in the bar. He goes, "Yeah, you got to talk to the Riddler about that." So I thought that was interesting. Then you have Sophia Falcone. I don't think Sophia is going to make it to the movie.
No way.
I don't see that happening.
Nope.
But I do see the introduction of Harvey Dent, Two-Face. I wonder, RJ, and I want your opinion on this, because I feel like if I was writing a Batman movie that would include Harvey Dent, Two-Face as a character, you would want to see that transition in a movie as opposed to a series. Agreed or no?
Yeah.
No,
So-
yeah. I think if we see Harvey, it's going to be he's still Harvey Dent.
Okay, you don't got to
Yeah.
yell at me about it. I was just making a point. But I'm just
No,
kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No. You would see that you want to see that happen in the movie.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Right. So I think if anything, Harvey Dent will show up in
As Harvey.
episode 7. I would say.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna see. Now I could be wrong. We could see him next week. Who knows?
Even if you just see him on the news, you know
You
what I mean?
pop in, you see
Harvey
the guy, and how excited
Josh
are you
Hartnett.
guys gonna be if it's Josh Hartnett on the if they do a
fucking
news
awesome.
thing and you see the guy Harvey Dent wins the election
Oh,
as
it'd
the
be-
Well, we
fucking
remember we had
awesome.
talked about that a while ago. On
Yes.
a
Oh, wait.
podcast, like-
yes
in
about who
Ipswich.
was gonna play him.
Well, it was between him and Uncle Owen there. What's his name?
Oh shit. Both good.
Yeah,
both
Uncle
good.
Owen. Who the fuck is Uncle Owen?
From Star Wars
Uh,
in Attack of the Clones.
I'm blanking.
God, yeah.
In Attack of the
whatever.
Clones.
Hang on, bear with me. No, but I think given that fact that
Not
it's
Josh
probably
Hartnett.
going to be a bigger,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
the fact that it's going to be a bigger actor, I feel like if they'll show up at the end, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna. It's harder to get a big actor to be in like a show like that and keep it secret and
It'll
all
be like
that.
one scene.
It's Joel
one episode.
Joel Edgerton.
Yeah, nobody knows who that is. Nobody. Star
Yeah,
Wars
you do.
fans don't know who that
Yeah,
is.
you do.
Nobody knows. I'm just kidding. Yeah,
He's in a lot of
very good.
movies.
I'm a fan
You
of
know?
Josh Arnett though. I
Yeah,
am.
no.
No, Joel
I
Edgerton.
think. No,
is very,
especially
very good.
after just seeing.
when I go to sleep at night, I wonder, will I ever see Joel Edgerton in anything ever again? I don't care. Josh Arnett, I care. You know what I mean? I want to see him in something.
We like Josh Arnett.
I just saw him recently in Trap, the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Ooh.
Not a great movie, but he plays a serial killer in that.
M. Night,
He
more
has
like
that
Good Night.
psycho
You know what I
angle.
mean? I don't even say.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm in rare forms. It's been a long
So-
fucking day. I'm up since 6 a.m., RJ. You got me working here 12 hours more. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Long day.
Go ahead.
What was I gonna?
Nobody knows.
No, I was just saying he plays a serial killer in that movie and he plays it well. So I feel like he could easily play Harvey Dent.
I feel like he's got a good face for Harvey Dent,
Or Josh Arnett or Joel Edgerton.
the guy in the Trap movie. I
Joel
think-
Edgerton,
the guy RJ is talking about.
which is Joel Edgerton.
No, he's talking.
I'm talking about Josh Hartnett. Right
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah, Josh Arnett from the
Yeah.
from the Black Mirror episode, and
Yeah,
bunch
well,
of
Josh
stuff.
Hartnett has
What's
he's
up?
got the
What do you
more
mean?
prettier face than
hate
Joel
Black
Edgerton.
Mirror.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but that one episode with Josh Arnett's all right.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
yeah.
He does have the prettier face, RJ. You're right. And I appreciate you being the one to say
Yeah.
that. That was very nice of you. Thank
thank
you
you.
for taking.
Well,
that
I'm just
on.
saying, like
Good-looking
Joel
guy.
Edgerton's a bit more. He could be someone else, a little grimier.
Fluffily looking, you know.
Who else
Yeah.
could he be?
Could be the moth,
A
right?
grunt.
I don't know. Well, you know what I thought originally?
What?
When the scene with Sophia in the therapist's office,
Mhm.
we didn't talk about that. I thought that was going to be Jonathan Crane, the Scarecrow.
fuck
I
is
thought
Jonathan
you know
Crane?
that he's the Scarecrow.
Oh,
like,
all right.
you know, he was using that red light. He had that red light on in the
Maybe it
therapist's
is.
room.
Oh,
Maybe
dude,
it
that was cool when she's in like that
And I
therapy
thought-
session. And he's got that thing going
Okay,
back
all
and
right.
forth. Like that was cool.
Right,
I like
well,
that.
I thought maybe he was like inducing fear because that's what like Scarecrow does. Like he brings
what
fear
Cillian
out
Murphy
of
did.
people.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, exactly. But it's
Right.
not. His name was on the desk and it was something else. So,
Dude,
unless
Batman-
they change his name.
Batman Begins, dude. When like I'd be on like FX, like when I was a kid. That shit was scary, like the Scarecrow stuff. Like I used to get
Yeah.
scared when he put the mask on.
Yeah. Scarecrow's he's no joke.
He's a freaky
Who-
character.
Can we just talk about? Imagine. I mean, I get it. Comic book superhero supervillain movie, but some of these characters, like the Penguin, is just a mob guy, and I like that the Penguin is kind of like saying Joey Bag of Donuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, go see
He's just
Penguin
an
over
Italian mobster.
there. Right. He's just like some big
sleazeball.
Ginzo. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a sleazeball.
Yeah.
And I think that
It's
that's
great.
hilarious because it makes him so much more realistic, in my opinion. But when you have characters like the Scarecrow,
Yeah,
who's gonna
absolutely.
what criminal psychopath is gonna put that outfit on to go carry out crime on the streets of Gotham? Like that's just like it's just a stretch to me. That's all.
Yeah.
Scarecrow. It's
He's a
very
little
realistic.
superhero.
But I
you know.
in what was it in the Dark Knight movies? He just puts that bag over his
Yeah,
head,
it just
right?
says he does a bag. or
Yeah,
mask.
you could with the Scarecrow, you could go more like Texas Chainsaw Massacre style, and
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
very scary. Like that could be like a very
Right.
That's
scary,
pretty scary.
psychopath on the loose.
Yeah.
No, that could be very interesting.
But
Okay,
I do. I going back to your point though, Nick, how you said this show's kind of surface level. Like I agree with you. I don't
Mm.
think it's bad. I think that they're also attracting a comic book audience who's not used to layers like Sopranos. I don't think we were expecting this to be Sopranos level.
oh, of
You know what I'm
course
saying?
not.
But-
Not at
But
all.
to your point, though, I think it definitely tells, like, you know, when we review a House of the Dragon episode, we can go in depth on almost every scene.
Mhm.
Whereas this one, like you said, it is how they show it.
That's the perfect way to put it.
And
Like, yeah.
yeah.
No, I mean, House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, every single scene means something. You know, like literally, you can dissect every single scene. Like 3 seasons from now, like that scene's going to mean something, right? And RJ's right. Like every scene you get, it's pretty surface level. Like what you see is what you get.
Mhm.
You know, which is fine.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not complaining
Yeah.
that it's surface level. In fact, I think especially when you have such a wide range of characters, because you're not dealing with like the Batman and the Penguin. It's like the Penguin versus the Maroni crime family
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
Falcones, and you have so many people like randomly like Castillo. You gotta pay
Yeah.
attention to him. You got to pay attention to like all these different people.
Everyone's
and
a
so
sleazeball. Yeah.
right, but when the storyline is very surface level, it's easier to follow. It's like, okay, all
Yeah,
right,
it's pretty-
well, he's
it
gonna
is.
do this, he's gonna do that,
It's true.
and
Yeah.
it lets you focus in on things like the fact that he has to be in the truck with the drop. Can we talk about these drops really quick? Because I thought they meant like dropping off a package, but they're actual like eye drops. The guy that
Yeah, they're in the Batman.
okay, all right, listen,
Yeah.
I'm not a big superhero guy. You know how I am. I don't pay attention to this
The
crap.
DA guy, that guy, I love that guy.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Zoe
They
Kravitz.
find him in the club.
Dude,
Yeah.
he got fucked up.
Yeah.
That's all I want from the. Can I just get one banging iceberg lounge scene? I don't think we're gonna get it.
Why do you say that? I totally
You think-
disagree with you.
Really, you think we're gonna
He
get it?
mentions the
Oh,
iceberg
thank God.
lounge in this.
Yeah,
He
but
episode.
mentions he's going to build a better
Yeah,
one.
he
right?
shit on
he
it.
goes-
He shit on the
yeah,
lounge.
Like the iceberg's got nothing on this
Yeah,
place.
the fuck, man?
I got a scar and a bunch of whores. You know what I
Like,
mean?
it's
Like
like
it was very, very that. But I think that we'll see it because we saw him get
Oh,
dressed up
I
tonight.
hope so.
He was going to the funeral. We see him in that kind of,
Dude,
you know what I mean?
iceberg lounge.
Dude.
Doing the bats in the iceberg lounge.
One day I will open an iceberg lounge. Let me tell you,
Oh,
I
dude.
will. I'll cut my own face in half in order to have an iceberg lounge if that's what it takes. Go ahead.
That's
What?
a dream.
I was gonna say, I'm
No,
pretty
I
sure.
was just going to say,
I'm
are
pretty
you
sure.
talking to me or them?
Well, I was talking to Max, but go ahead, Max. What?
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this is the first episode where you hear somebody actually call the penguin the penguin. I forget who said
Oh,
it.
good
Vidi.
point.
Vidi says it.
Yeah.
He goes, "Hey, penguin."
Yeah,
And that's when he tells him to get in the truck
Yeah.
with the thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, RJ. What?
Oh, I was going to say, because I just mentioned that DA guy from the Batman.
Mm.
I just thought he dies in that. So the district attorney position clearly needs to be filled.
It gets
So
fucked up.
I'm going, we're seeing Harvey Dent. And I think we're definitely seeing him now. Because
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that too.
What about
They
Bruce?
didn't do that by coincidence.
What about Bruce?
What? Bruce Wayne?
I bet they mention him.
I
They
still
already
think
have
we're gonna
mentioned.
see
They
it.
already mentioned the bat dressed vigilante in episode 1. That's how it opens.
Dude, I fucking miss everything, dude.
He's not going to be in the suit though.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
going to be. It's just going to be Bruce.
I think it
I
would be easier. So we talked a little bit in the beginning of this episode here
The bat.
about how difficult it is to get a large actor like a Josh Hartnett. You got to save it till the end because it's a big actor on a TV show and they are very busy people,
Mhm.
remembering lines and words and shit. And I think it would be easier to show from like a shadowy kind
I
of
like that.
view
He- 'cause
the
he's
bat
in the
in the
shadows.
suit because you don't have to have Robert Pattinson on set to have a bat in the suit
The bat.
True.
from
Yeah.
a distance flying over
Yeah, yeah,
top.
I could see it.
The bat
Yeah.
signal. They're like, oh fuck.
Matt Reeves said
That's
that,
really what I want to see. I'm sorry, RJ. I got to say this. I want to see
Oh, that'd be cool.
the bat signal in the sky,
thing
and I
everyone
want to
wants it.
see Ozcob's reaction to the bat signal. I want to see that scene, that dynamic. I want that. Very
that
badly.
should be how the series ends.
That would be
honestly.
sick.
You go
That'd
out
be
on
good.
that.
Oh,
That would be very
Yeah.
good.
that would
Yeah.
be good.
It would be
Um,
good. Go ahead.
You know, I want to push back though, Matt,
Oh,
on what you said earlier.
Yeah, Matt.
You said
fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you
about-
too. You're wrong. Go ahead,
about you
RJ.
being, like,
Get him, RJ.
kind
Get
of-
him. Go.
not like disappointed, but it's not the Batman.
Yeah, it's not
I'm
the
curious
Batman.
though. We went in knowing the Batman wasn't in it though, so I'm like, what did you expect?
Oh, no, I don't care. Well, first of all, I don't know what this onslaught attack is. All right.
No, I'm just
No,
curious
it's
what
fine,
changed
man.
because you were
Fuck you.
excited about the show.
No, it's-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No.
What changed, Matt? Why
No,
don't you
well,
like
I'm gonna tell you.
anything
Unbelievable. So
How does it feel to be the odd one out?
no, listen. Well, first of all, I'm right. No, but the Batman's one of the greatest. We all agree the Batman, one of the greatest movies. The Batman's a vibe.
It is.
You know what I mean? You want to go fight crime. You want to go on your winter arc after that. You know?
Well, okay.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe that's just me. But
I'd let him do it.
yeah. All right. Well, but so this like I'm going in thinking like it's gonna be. I think the big thing is the vibes. But the Batman's Gotham vibes. The trenches. I feel like it's a little bit different of a vibe. So I knew the Batman wouldn't be in the show or like it just be a scene or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I was expecting more Gotham vibes. You know, I was expecting more the shadows, darkness.
Okay, I will
You know?
say
Honestly,
Go.
that's honestly a great point.
I know.
I think the part about the Batman
Thank
is
you.
like I think 99% of it takes place at night.
It's
And
all
there's
at
a-
night and it's always raining.
There's like a
It's great.
handful of daytime scenes. I think the only daytime scene is the funeral
That's it.
that he goes to.
Okay,
So
Even it's-
I
it's
do
gloomy
think
then.
there is a lot more daytime scenes here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense.
Thank you.
let me know when you're ready for the retort. All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So I think that if you notice, like that chase scene and the The whole point of the episode today. When he's with no, I'm saying the whole point of episode 2.
I thought you were talking about the Batman.
No, I'm talking about the show that we're fucking reviewing right now.
Right.
So the chase scene where he's in the box truck with the drops and all that stuff, right?
Scene.
Yeah.
Settle down, kid.
Maybe the best chase scene ever in the Batman.
Okay.
When he's chasing the penguin.
I don't disagree with you.
We watched that at RJ's house on the fucking surround sound. Dude, we almost came. It was fucking unbelievable.
Oh my god.
It was sick, dude.
Family
All
show.
at the same time.
Yeah. Synchronized coming. 3, 2, 1.
That should be an Olympic sport.
That should be an Olympic sport. That would be it.
We
All
can
right.
come at the same
And
time.
you're the judge.
Enough. Because if I go off on this topic right now, we will never be able to make another video again. So let's move on. Okay.
No,
Yes.
we'll have that retort, but I do have something else.
Okay. So the scene that took place, which was the climax of this episode,
Good.
The climax of this episode was
Climb on Max.
right. Okay.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
We do not abuse the employees here at Welcome Media. Okay, we don't do that. I will say that that scene took place at night, and my whole point with this thing is that you're seeing what the criminals are doing during the day, and then all of the big actions that happen take place at night or in the shadows or
In the shadows,
whatever it
that's
is.
right.
But they you got to be able. What do they do? If when they're during the day, what do they do? How do these plans get arranged and planned out? If we didn't see that, we wouldn't really have a show. I don't think anything,
I agree with both of you.
Yeah, I like that the Batman. But see, here's the thing: we're looking at this from the criminal perspective. If you look at it from the Batman's perspective, he only gets on to like doing Batman shit once that light goes on, and that's at night because that's when the people start implementing the plans that they made during the day.
Shadows.
So the Batman movie, what's Batman do during the day? He's Bruce Wayne. Right?
Yeah.
So we're seeing the Bruce Wayne version of all of these criminal enterprises and watching them plan out their things. Normally, if this was more of a Batman series, we would see all of those plans get foiled when they do try to implement them in the evening.
You'd only see the chase scene. Yeah.
Right. That's what we're used to.
Good shit.
Yeah. Good point. Good assessment. There.
Good shit.
Surface level.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's where it is. I don't disagree that the Batman has some great chase scenes and there's some
Best.
They are very good.
Yep.
RJ, I heard a little bit of like before I started that retort. What were you saying?
Well, good thing you can only see the top half.
Oh my god.
What do you think of
How come you can say shit like that, but if I say I
Yes.
want to review a certain movie or mockumentary, if you will, I get shut down?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Go ahead, tell me about your top
No, I was
half.
going to say, what do you think of Oz's dynamic with the group of working women?
We love it.
What are you talking
His
about?
prostitutes?
I don't know
There's
what's
nothing
going
wrong with
on
a
there.
working
His
woman,
whores?
RJ.
Yeah,
No,
listen,
what are
I
you
love
trying
it.
to say?
I thought it was
You can't have
great.
working women?
What?
No.
Maybe my favorite
So he
scene.
just kind of hangs out with them?
Yeah.
What's
Hang out.
I don't see why not. He owns the Iceberg Lounge. I guarantee you they frequent that.
You need some leisure time. I think we
Yeah.
all do, you know?
Well,
I
a little
think-
leisure. How do we feel about Vic? Did Vic get any leisure time?
I think Nick was Vic was a
Not
little
Nick.
nervous.
Vic.
I think he was a little nervous, you know?
Vic was definitely a little nervous. He was talking about Pitchy a lot.
Well, he's got a girl. Vic's got a girl.
Does he though?
He was texting her.
Yeah,
Well, where's
was he,
she
though?
been?
She
You know?
wants to know where
Yeah.
he's been.
Oh, well, he's busy.
Yeah, well, he's been with Ozcop
Yeah.
and about 5 or 6 of Gotham's finest. Let me tell you.
No, I like how Oz is cool with his prostitutes. Like, yeah,
I thought it was a cool dynamic. They're all like working people.
It's
I think
great.
Oz treats them like they're working
it's great.
people. You know what I mean? Like they have a job and they just
That's
do
a
their
good
thing.
point.
Iceberg Lounge finest.
I thought it was kind of cool, and I actually
was cool,
really
too.
liked that one chick. She's the black chick, but she had the
Yeah,
long,
she's smart.
blonde
She's smarter
kind
than the
of
other ones.
hair.
He's like, you're putting my girls at risk here.
She was pretty cool.
Oh,
Like
she was
a
very cool.
She was a very cool character
Yeah.
to me, anyway.
She's a cool cat.
Yeah. Well, we're verging. Let's pull it back.
I meant to, I did it on purpose. Yeah.
I know you're doing great, man. You're doing
Thanks,
great. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah. So no, I think that's great. I would love to see more of them, and I don't mean more of them. I
Oh.
just mean like see them more often.
Yep.
And Vic. Yeah, maybe. How do we feel about the end? So okay, so Castillo dies, and we have the guy that gets stabbed. So we had the jewel situation, right?
Okay.
Where they were supposed to plant the jewels in the guy's car, and then they were going to be able to let the capo that he introduces to that Maroni gives him. He was going to have him be able to get away. and live. All he had to say was something Vitti. What the guy's first name?
I don't fucking know.
I don't either. Guy from House of
Johnny
Cards.
Vitti.
Yeah, Johnny Vitti. That's the name he had to give. And then I love he like wakes up out of the thing. He goes, "Oh, I can do it. I can say Johnny Vitti. No problem." He goes, "Yeah, circumstances change. Fucking hey." It was a great
That was
scene.
good. Yeah, that
It was
was
a
a good
great.
scene.
It's so like you could see it coming. The second he didn't get the jewels in there, and he goes, and he was like, "Yeah, okay, great, fucked." And then he like throws the phone, and he's like, and I was like, "Ooh, dead meat." I was
Yeah.
like, "You're dead." I thought it was very.
no,
it's
that
just,
was good. That
I
was
like
good.
being able to like follow it along, and it's
Yeah.
very. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe that's what it is.
No. Sometimes you need that. You know.
But I feel like today in cinema and TV, there's this like untalked about need for these like in-depth layers and twists and whatever happened, Matt. Whatever happened to like a good old
Miami Vice.
Yeah, you wake up, you
No,
eat
I
breakfast,
agree, man.
you eat
Sometimes I don't want to
lunch.
think. Just tell me.
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I
Don't
mean?
build me a
Just
watch,
fucking-
just tell me what time it is. You know what I mean?
Dude, like like Tenet. You know what I mean? Like as much as we love Nolan,
This is
like
listen, I love Nolan too.
That's like
relax with
That's like
Tenet.
But I
what,
feel
RJ?
like for that TV, that's like cable TV. I feel like when it's on HBO, you come with that reputation that it's gonna be layered, right?
It's true.
So I don't disagree, but I feel like you couldn't do this show on cable the same way because of the swearing and the blood and
No, that's fair. Yeah,
you know.
could do it on AMC though,
Walt.
Were you
like
think
what Breaking Bad was. Yeah, I think so.
they don't
Well,
say the F word
mean,
in
you
Breaking
take-
Bad? It's the only show about drugs where they don't say the F word. That's why I don't
No,
like it.
but I'm saying if you take the swears out, I think you could do it.
And
I
then
don't
it's
think
not
the
like
violence
as good.
is too crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, there were a bunch of people that just got blown up in this last episode. It's pretty violent,
he
I would
gutted-
say.
he gutted
One guy
somebody.
gets stabbed.
It's
I
not
think.
right. I've seen worse.
I think. I think. I think.
I've done worse.
Well, okay, easy. I think. I think. I think just because you're in Gotham doesn't mean there's not cops in Gotham. Hey, let's not admit that. I think that like the character of Oz Cobb carrying out, and it's very similar to any of these mob shows or any mob movies. Like the violence is just part of the job. You know what I mean? Like that look on his face after Vic calls him and says, "Listen, I couldn't get the jewels in there, whatever." He doesn't look like I feel like normal people, normal characters would be distraught. Like, oh,
Yeah.
now I have to kill this guy. I got to do all these things to cover the trip.
Part of the job.
Oscar he hangs up the phone and he's like, circumstances change.
Yeah.
It's just over. And it
Part of
just
the
goes
job,
to
man.
show like how self-absorbed he is and like he's just very self-centered. Anyway, I think it's a great show. Where do we go from here, Matt? What happens in episode 3?
No, dude, I think we get honestly, I'd like to see more of that kind of Sophia, kind of like how she got to where she is now. I think more is going to happen. I think it's going to be an emphasis on her this episode because the uncle wants her to go to Italy. She's like, "Oh yeah," but that's not going to happen. So I think it's going to be a big Sophia episode, which I'm excited for.
So I think that and RJ, I want your opinion on this too. Just going off what Matt said though, real quick. I feel like that moment with the cousin and the daughter, where she has that like she almost flips out. Also, another moment is when the guy with the drops, the cop guy, he brings the thing and he's got the guy in the trunk with the
Oh yeah.
and she just rips it out without like thinking about anything.
Yeah.
So you have those little moments, and I feel like we're kind of like simmering. We're not
We're
in a boil.
verging.
We're not in
Gonna
a boil
verge.
yet, but we're verging.
We're
Verging is the theme
We're
of this so far. We're like verging on a snap, crackle, pop type
I like that.
situation. And I think that it would be very interesting, editing wise, if throughout the course of the show, we see more and more and more flashbacks as she gets closer to a psychotic break.
I'd like that.
And I think it's very interesting. I'm obsessed with this actress right now. I
No, she's
really
amazing.
think she's awesome.
How I
and
Met Your Mother.
think she's doing a great job.
She's great.
And to go from something like How I Met Your Mother with like a comedic, I mean, she's
Yeah.
done multiple other things,
Yeah.
obviously, but to see her in that light and then to see her play in this psycho, bro,
She does it all. You know?
triple threat.
Yeah.
You know,
LeBron James.
there you go. She is LeBron.
Yeah.
She is LeBron.
Does it all.
Now, RJ, where do we go? Episode 3. What happens next?
Well, I think they're teaming up, right? They're dancing, as Oz says.
He did say that.
So I think it's going to be good. It's going to be cool seeing them work together because we've only seen them kind of be at odds with each other.
Mm.
I mean, obviously, I don't think Oz is going to get any more sympathetic towards her. I think that he's going to keep pulling the strings, but it's going to be even more interesting now because it's going to be tighter. You know, he's right with her. Oh God Almighty.
Real tight.
Nothing
Yeah.
gets tighter than Sophia.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Though?
Spend
Yeah.
a couple of weeks. You want to get tighter? Spend a couple of weeks in Arkham. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you come back nice and tight.
You know.
God Almighty.
Yeah.
Matt, what do you think's going down next
I think it's
episode?
gonna be nice and tight next episode.
All right, easy,
Sorry.
sweatpants. Settle down.
No, you said it's gonna be a lot of Sophia, which I'm excited about. Let's
Yeah.
see her and Oz. What if they, started.
Well, we don't
Yeah,
need to see that.
all right, well,
I don't think anybody wants to see that.
right.
How do we feel about Oz's black leather
Jeez.
sheepskin
Oh.
floor length
Okay.
trench coat thing that he was
Great.
wearing? What a great look.
Oh
Great.
yeah.
What a great, I mean, the costumes, everything. I love the house where they were
Great.
having that funeral mass thing
Great
at the
time.
end. Like, there's some really cool stuff in this show.
That's cool.
That's like
We never talked
overlooked.
about his Maserati, his purple Maserati.
Well, why don't we do it now, RJ? Bring it up.
Perfect for his
Yeah.
character.
Go ahead,
it's,
RJ.
It's interesting. I mean,
You mention it first. Go ahead.
what?
Talk about him.
No, it's interesting. It's definitely it gains a lot of attention.
Go ahead. Did you like his purple Maserati?
Yeah, that's good. It's good Maserati.
Do you like it or no?
Yeah, no, that's good.
I think it's
good for
interesting.
him.
I didn't think that somebody that size could fit in a Maserati like
Yeah.
that. When I see a Maserati, when I sold cars, there was a Maserati dealership down the street from where I worked, and you'd see these little like Maserati cars with the tiny door. Oh, I can't fit in that. Never mind, moving on. But Oscar apparently has proven me wrong.
Makes it work.
And if you're like a poor, homeless black kid, would you go hang out in a purple Maserati? Now you go from homeless to driving a purple Maserati and hanging out with whores all day.
Man, life's good.
Yeah, and right, his like entire. Oh well, that was the interesting. Other
Would you
thing is,
text your
what did he
girlfriend back?
see-
Because I wouldn't. Go ahead.
Did
No, sir.
did he see a missing poster of himself?
Yes.
Is
Oh, he
that
saw
what he saw?
something
Yes.
on there that was like missing.
But
and
then he gets a text saying, "Where are you?" from someone.
His
Right.
girl.
Max, go.
Right.
Oh,
So-
well, I don't think it was like a missing person, or it was him in particular. I think it was the neighborhood he's from, showing like how messed up it was
Yeah, they
from
keep-
the flood.
They keep mentioning that.
Yeah.
that he
He's
got
from North
fucked.
Carolina.
He got fucked.
I just okay.
Yeah, he got fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, no, everything got messed up. And I think we're gonna see more. I like the way that they're doing it. I like that they keep it surface level. It's easier to follow on multiple characters. I'm excited to see what happens, and I think that it's like gonna build an intensity. And I think that you're gonna learn to like this show, Matt, because of the But I mean, like,
Yeah.
do you though?
No, I like it, but it's not
Yeah,
like.
but like, do you though?
I'm not like.
You don't like it.
Like I
You like it a
gold-
little bit.
Like I like goldfish. Goldfish.
Yeah, go. It's all right.
Yeah.
They smile back.
Yeah, it's a solid
know?
snack.
Like it's a snack.
Yeah, it's like.
But do I want to eat that for the rest of my life only?
No,
I
probably
don't.
not.
I don't.
Not
What
raving about
what
goldfish.
I do like, right? But what I do like
Mm.
is when you see that there's something on the horizon.
I like that.
That would be the second Batman movie. So the more you pay attention, there it is. See, got to cross the legs over in a different direction now. This is what I'm saying. So as you watch the show, just remember that everything is building up to that
That's true.
second Batman movie.
That's true.
So all of these little intricacies, for a fact when we review the second Batman movie, which we will, but when we review that second Batman movie, we're going to be saying, remember in episode 2 of The Penguin, they were mentioning this thing that happened later down the... Like,
But-
that's what we're getting at here,
It's true.
But I hope, because I know Matt and I have had this issue with Marvel.
Yes.
I hope that the shows they like elevate the movies, but you're not required to watch the show to understand the movie.
So I don't think...
Like
It's true.
well, I was just gonna say with Marvel, what they started to do was they would like introduce characters and things in the
Yeah,
show.
it's bullshit.
Then they'd show up in a movie. But if you hadn't seen the show, there's no exposition as to who these people are. So I hope they don't do that with this.
I understand what
You
you're saying.
know,
Yeah, like
Okay.
I hope that it can stand alone.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine. Like if you hadn't seen Loki, like you would be completely lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like Loki, but
Okay. All right. So I understand where you're coming from there. I will say I think that there have definitely been times where you see a sequel to a film and they have time jumped a lot, and they kind of either through narration in 5 minutes or referencing through characters, they'll mention shit that happened in between the first and second film of some franchises. I can't think of one, but you
Right.
can see that that's kind of tropey to do. You know what I mean? So I feel like you can't. I don't think I would want to see this storyline, this series, as a movie. Like I don't need a Penguin movie.
no.
I feel like that would be a little like cringy,
it'd be
you
too
know.
much.
But the series kind of works. I think that the second Batman movie is going to have way more Penguin, way more Harvey Dent, or this could be the end of the Penguin. This could be the end of the Penguin, and then we replace him with somebody else at the end, like a Scarecrow or something like that, that goes into the second film, because this is a limited series. There's no season 2. So what I'm thinking in my head is everybody really liked the Penguin in the first Batman movie. Now he gets a little series, and you, at the very end, you jump in with a new villain, go into the second film. You know what I mean? Maybe there's like a
But
third.
that's exactly my issue, though.
Why is it an
say
issue?
They did do that.
Why is
What
it an
if you
issue
didn't watch
if the
the
Penguin
show?
if
What
the
happened to
Penguin
the
show
Penguin?
if the Penguin show doesn't affect the second movie? If the Penguin storyline is just used as an arc to finish the Penguin and to introduce the second person ready to go into the movie, like a Harvey Dent, Two-Face type deal,
Yeah.
why does it matter?
But
why is that a-
that's
why
my
is it a-
exact issue. That's what I'm saying. I hope they don't do, because
I
then
know.
you're gonna
I'm asking why you feel that way.
because I don't think you should be required to watch the show to understand what's happening in the movie. 'Cause if the
I don't think
Batman
that's what
2
I'm saying. That's
if the-
okay. We're saying the same thing, RJ. I don't think that you do. This is what I'm saying. I think if you watch the first Batman, the Penguin was not the main villain in the Batman, the original. Agreed or no?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I
Robert
agree.
Pattinson. He was not the original thing, but people liked the Penguin character in
Yeah.
the small portion of scenes that he had. So what if the Penguin is more of like metaphorically speaking, a bridge to introduce the Harvey Dent character or whatever it is for the second film, but they only gave him the series because everybody liked the Penguin from the Iceberg Lounge is what I'm trying to explain. You know what I
But
mean?
are you saying the Penguin wouldn't die in the series? He'd still be in the second?
Yeah, I'm saying like what if the Penguin or it could be listen, it could be one of those things where like you have a pile of rubble and then a penguin hand comes up. You know what I'm saying? It could be one of those bullshit things. But I'm saying like what if this is more of like the end of the Penguin, like the extension, the end of the Penguin, and then it's the introduction of like a Harvey Dent. Maybe the Penguin goes to Arkham or something, or he goes into his lair, or he gains the power, but then he goes away to rebuild or something like that. And I don't think we see him as much in the second movie. I could be wrong, but then honestly speaking, RJ, I don't think that a second Batman movie that centers around the Penguin after this series and after the first, I don't think we need any more Penguin after this. That's what I'm saying. So
No, I mean,
go ahead, go.
if I had to put money on it, I think when the Batman 2 opens up, I think he'll be leading organized crime. And I think the whole thing is like, oh, you can make that leap, like time jump. Okay, in the meantime, he did. Or if you did watch the show, you understand how he did it.
Okay, I like that
You know
too.
what I'm saying?
I like
but
that
I
too.
feel like if it opens up and he's dead, you're like, oh, well, what happened? Like, how did he die? That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I'd agree-
right.
I'd agree with
okay.
that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's fair.
I'd agree with that.
That's fair. And he's kind of like a know nothing because of the Falcone mob in the first movie. The Penguin's kind of like a nothing guy.
He just
Yeah.
runs the Iceberg
Yeah,
Lounge,
yeah,
you know?
Right. That's what but
That's
he
his thing.
becomes like the,
I just love when they're arresting Carmine Falcone in the movie. He goes, fucking rat.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll spray. Oh, it's such a good scene. The whole
Dude,
movie's
I
good scene.
loved RJ. Literally, remember when we finished this? Well, we're in the process of finishing, but when I finished the first cut of that most recent film that you and I are working on right now, the black and white, and then you gave me a review, which was a little heavy-handed, not gonna lie, but that's all
My
right.
review?
The review of the edit of the first cut of the rough cut.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Remember? So the scene with Penguin and Vic when they're walking down the street, and he goes, he doesn't know what he's talking about. You want to see a very tough guy? Blah, blah, blah. I'll show you. I'll show him. All that good thing. That was my conversation with my buddy on the way to the beach. And then honestly, my buddy was like, well, maybe you give him another shot. Maybe we don't blow up so crazy. Like he's very that. He goes, I think it's not as bad as you think. You know what I mean? Then we talked about everything's fine. But I'm just saying, like those moments,
Little
like
Victor, we call him.
I love those. Little V. You know.
Little V.
All right. I don't know what that means, little V, but okay.
No, no V allowed.
No V. No V. Ooh, No V. That could be a nice character name. No V.
There you go.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make a comic book or something. I don't know. All right, so good. Are we good?
Come book.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus.
I know.
Everything revolves around semen with these people.
You can't even
We're
flip the
just big
pages; they're all
fans,
stuck
you know?
together.
Yeah, the book it just comes like a brick. You could build a house with these books. The pages are all stuck together. All right. Where do we go from here, boys? What are we doing?
Yeah.
I already have so much editing to do. This
We're
is
excited for
disgusting.
next week, you know?
Front,
Yeah.
back, top, bottom.
That's
That's all
right.
you got.
In out, you know?
Yeah.
Give them the old
Wow.
No, I'm excited. No, I'm excited to see how it goes now. So we got 8 episodes,
That's
I think.
right.
So I
Yeah.
think it's on a good pace right now.
I
Thank you.
think so too. I think
Thank
we're
you.
introducing characters that are. You're welcome. I think we're introducing characters at a reasonable pace. I think that it's easy to understand. The story beats are great and they're simple, and it's appointment television, as Matt likes to
Mhm.
say. But at
That's
the
right.
same time, it's like you can just watch it. You don't have to be so
Locked in.
yeah. Like you can just kind of have it on.
Yeah.
But it's still worth watching at the same
Agreed.
time. You don't miss
Agreed.
anything. I
Agreed.
don't know. I really like it. I think it's what we need right now.
No,
I think it's
I
what
do
the
like
world needs right now is a little penguin.
it. That's
You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you
would
feel,
agree.
RJ? You like it?
No, I did. Yeah, I said I think it's going for a good pace.
Okay. And I asked you to say it again. So how's that? You know? I think it's great.
No, I think it's great. No, like you said, you can like have it on, read your cum book, and that's how it
Not the
goes.
cum book.
We all have one.
Hey, we do. Thanks so much for joining us this week. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Movie Mob Podcast and to Wilco Media. And Matt, thanks for coming in. We appreciate you as always.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, RJ, for streaming yourself in all the way from Gotham City. It's a far cry from
I'm streaming, all right.
Here we go.
really making this edit difficult for me, but I appreciate you. And I think it's going to be great. I'm sure I'll have plenty of footage to make reels for Instagram out of this episode. So
Thank you.
thanks.
Thank-
We'll see you all over the interwebs. And Movie Mob, Fridays, 6 p.m. Max and Josh, thanks for joining us, guys. We appreciate you. You guys are awesome. I don't know what the hell that
Hey,
was.
you.
That's the crip.
All right, RJ, take it away.
How you doing?
There it is. Okay, good shit.